We often think our 20s and 30s are our prime, a time of boundless energy and new beginnings. We're told these are the years where we make our mark, build our careers, and establish our lives. The pressure is on to achieve, to succeed, and to constantly push forward. But what if our emotional peak comes much later? What if the best is yet to come, not in terms of youthful exuberance, but in terms of emotional depth and resilience? It's a thought that challenges our conventional understanding of aging and potential. A Stanford study found that emotional regulation, a key aspect of our overall well-being, our ability to manage feelings, navigate complex social situations, and maintain well-being, is not a skill that diminishes with age. In fact, it actually peaks around age 55. This discovery suggests that our emotional intelligence doesn't decline as we get older. It matures and strengthens. This isn't just a small improvement. It's not a negligible blip on the radar. It's a major shift in how we handle life, a fundamental change in our ability to cope with challenges and thrive in the face of adversity. Instead of decline, instead of a gradual slide into emotional fragility, our 40s and 50s are a time of new excellence, a period of enhanced emotional capabilities and refined decision-making. Older adults report fewer negative emotions, experiencing a greater sense of contentment and peace, and greater control over their responses, demonstrating a remarkable ability to regulate their emotions and maintain composure in stressful situations. Not because life is easier, not because the challenges of life magically disappear, but because their brains are better at handling stress, more adept at processing emotions, and more resilient in the face of adversity. In practical terms, in real-world scenarios, someone in their 50s is more likely to stay calm, even when faced with intense pressure or unexpected setbacks, and think clearly in tough situations, making sound judgments and finding effective solutions even when the stakes are high. This isn't apathy. This isn't a sign of disengagement or indifference. It's emotional intelligence forged by experience, a deep understanding of oneself and others, honed over years of navigating the complexities of life. It means better problem-solving and wiser decisions, informed by a wealth of knowledge and a nuanced understanding of human behavior, both at work and at home, leading to more fulfilling relationships and a greater sense of overall well-being. Imagine handling a crisis or negotiation with a cool head, a steady hand guiding you through the storm. That's the advantage of the mature brain, the power of emotional regulation at its peak. The Stanford research validates what many have noticed: the wisdom and emotional stability that often accompany aging. With age comes a unique wisdom, a perspective that can only be gained through years of experience. It's not just about knowing more facts, it's not simply accumulating information over time, but about knowing how to feel and respond with skill, navigating the complexities of human emotion with grace and understanding. Your brain after 40 isn't just older, it's not simply a worn-out version of its younger self. It's wired for better decisions, optimized for emotional intelligence, and primed for a new era of personal growth. The real superpower of midlife, the hidden advantage that comes with age, is emotional mastery, the ability to navigate the world with wisdom, resilience, and grace. We often talk about physical upgrades, new skills, or technological advancements. But what about the less tangible, yet equally important emotional upgrades that come with experience? What's behind this emotional upgrade? It's called emotional homeostasis. Think of it as your internal emotional thermostat, constantly working to maintain a sense of equilibrium. Just as our bodies regulate temperature, keeping us within a narrow, optimal range, our mature brains regulate emotions, keeping us balanced and preventing us from being overwhelmed by intense feelings. This regulation is a key component of emotional intelligence. When stress hits, the older brain's regulatory systems kick in, acting as a buffer against the initial shock. This allows for a quicker recovery, bringing us back to calm faster and with greater ease. In the workplace, this means less impulsive reactions, fewer knee-jerk responses that you might later regret. It also allows for clearer thinking under pressure, enabling you to analyze situations rationally, even when the stakes are high. Younger brains might get hijacked by stress, leading to emotional flooding and impaired decision-making. But the mature brain can acknowledge it without being overwhelmed, recognizing the feeling without letting it dictate actions. This emotional balance is the foundation of sound judgment, providing a stable platform for making informed choices. When you're not tossed by emotions, when you're able to maintain a sense of inner calm, you can see the bigger picture, and make better choices, considering long-term consequences and strategic implications. That's why seasoned leaders seem unflappable. They've developed this emotional resilience over years of experience. They've mastered returning to calm, quickly regaining their composure after facing challenging situations. It's not about suppressing feelings, pretending they don't exist, or bottling them up inside. It's about acknowledging and processing them efficiently, understanding their source and impact. Emotional homeostasis lets you surf the waves of emotion, not drown in them, allowing you to navigate challenges with grace and skill. This balance builds resilience, enabling you to bounce back from setbacks and adapt to change. It strengthens relationships, fostering trust and collaboration within teams. And ultimately, it leads to better outcomes everywhere, driving success in both personal and professional endeavors. It's the quiet engine of mature decision-making, the unseen force that drives effective leadership. The older brain turns stress into strategy, transforming potential obstacles into opportunities for growth and innovation. Emotional homeostasis is rooted in real brain changes after 40. The prefrontal cortex and amygdala communicate more efficiently, acting as a diplomatic bridge between emotion and logic. fMRI scans show that older adults regulate emotional responses faster, hitting pause before reacting. This neurological braking system is paired with decades of experience, a mental library of what works and what doesn't. We recognize patterns, anticipate outcomes, and are less surprised by challenges. Our priorities shift too. We focus more on meaningful goals and relationships, not just novelty. This synergy of brain wiring and life wisdom means we're not just able to make better decisions. We're motivated to do so. The mature mind is both prepared and driven to choose well. Age brings a powerful upgrade to our decision-making toolkit. Nowhere is the mature brain's strength clearer than in conflict resolution. People over 50 are better at managing their own emotions and reading others, making them natural mediators. Studies show older adults seek win-win solutions, while younger people may be more confrontational or avoidant. The mature mind values preserving relationships over winning arguments. This wisdom comes from seeing multiple perspectives and having empathy, not just experience. It turns conflicts into shared problems to solve, not battles to win. These skills transform everyday interactions, at work, with family, and with friends. Handling conflict with grace is a strategic advantage, not just a soft skill. It builds trust, fosters collaboration, and creates a positive environment. The mature mind's quiet power shapes happier, more successful lives. Emotional intelligence is the cornerstone of lasting success. Let's delve into the fascinating world of neuroscience and compare the 20-something brain, buzzing with youthful energy and potential. We'll explore the key differences in how these brains process information and make decisions, to the 40-something brain, a brain that has accumulated years of experience and refined its cognitive processes. We'll uncover the unique strengths that each stage of life brings to the table. The younger brain is fast, adaptable, a whirlwind of neural activity ready to take on new challenges, and primed for risk-taking. It's a time of exploration, pushing boundaries, and embracing the unknown with open arms. Great for learning and innovation, but prone to impulsivity. This eagerness can lead to groundbreaking ideas, but also to decisions made without full consideration. Emotional decisions can be hijacked by the amygdala, the brain's emotional center, leading to quick but sometimes short-sighted choices. This can result in missed opportunities or unforeseen consequences down the line. The 40-something brain, with a mature prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for planning and reasoning, creates a pause for reflection. A moment to step back, analyze, and consider all angles before acting. This pause allows access to experience, long-term thinking, drawing upon a wealth of knowledge accumulated over the years, and consideration for others. Empathy and understanding become key components of the decision-making process. The mature brain plays the long game, focusing on sustainability and lasting impact, seeing the maze, not just the finish line. Understanding that success is a journey, not just a destination. It's not about one being better or one being superior to the other. Each is optimized for its stage of life. Each brings unique strengths and perspectives to the table. Youth brings passion and change, a driving force for innovation and progress. Maturity brings stability and wisdom, a steady hand to guide and mentor. The best teams and families have both, creating a dynamic balance of energy and experience. But knowing your own strengths is empowering. Understanding your cognitive profile allows you to leverage your abilities effectively. Your decision-making isn't declining as you age. It's evolving. It's transforming into a more refined and strategic process. Embrace the shift to nuanced strategic thinking. Welcome the ability to see the bigger picture and make informed decisions. The mature brain is built for sustainable success. It's designed to create lasting value and impact. Wisdom is your new competitive edge. It's the ability to navigate complexity and make sound judgments that sets you apart. Many of history's greatest achievements came after 40. Colonel Sanders franchised KFC at 62, using persistence and seasoned judgment. Julia Child published her first cookbook at nearly 50, blending patience and clarity. Warren Buffett's wealth soared after 50, thanks to patience and emotional discipline. These leaders didn't succeed despite their age. They succeeded because of it. Their mature brains regulated emotions, drew on deep experience, and kept a long-term view. The 40s and beyond are a time to leverage new cognitive strengths. Age is an asset, not a liability. Your prime years for impact may be just beginning. How can you harness your mature brain at work? Start with self-awareness. Notice your emotional responses and pause before reacting. Use that pause to engage your prefrontal cortex and choose a strategic response. Seek roles that play to your strengths. Mediate, mentor, or lead long-term projects. These situations reinforce your emotional regulation and wisdom. Reframe stress as a challenge, not a threat. Your brain is built to handle it. This mindset shift boosts confidence and performance. Prioritize brain health. Get enough sleep, exercise, and practice mindfulness. These habits strengthen the brain's emotional circuits. Take care of your brain, and it will take care of your decisions. Your wisdom is a muscle. Use it daily. The mature brain thrives on challenge and care. Make your experience your superpower. The mature brain's decision-making power benefits every part of life. Emotional homeostasis helps you turn arguments into moments of connection at home. It leads to stronger, more resilient relationships. Financially, the 40-plus brain avoids impulsive risks and makes patient, prudent choices. This creates security and reduces stress for your family. Health-wise, you're more likely to make consistent, positive choices for long-term well-being. These aren't just habits. They're strategic decisions for a better future. The wisdom of age brings contentment and stability. Your choices ripple out, creating a legacy of well-being. The mature mind builds a life aligned with your deepest values. The idea that aging means decline is outdated. Science shows emotional intelligence and decision-making peak after 40. This is a time to step into new power, wisdom, stability, and deep understanding. Your brain has been preparing for this moment for decades. Embrace your strengths, calm under pressure, big-picture thinking, and conflict resolution. You're not just a product of your past. You're an active, powerful decision-maker. Lean into your strengths, mentor others, and make long-term choices. Your best decisions and greatest contributions may still be ahead. Brain development doesn't stop at 25. It enters a new, powerful phase. The best is not behind you. Your brain is just hitting its stride. Trust your evolved instincts and lead with confidence. The world needs your wisdom and steady hand. This is your prime. Embrace it and make your mark.